many big stories this morning, as today is former President Trump's 77th birthday, but he is certainly not celebrating after being arraigned on federal criminal charges.
Instead, he is taking his defense directly to the American people. Austin Love is joining us with the big developments in this very historic case, and there's a lot of them, Austin.
There really is. Hey, good morning to you both. Legal and political analysts have spent nearly every second since this indictment was announced dissecting the charges with that big headline, that being the classified documents. But one Case Western Reserve professor tells us the most serious charges are the willful retention, the obstruction of justice, and false statements to the FBI, all of which Mr. Trump denies.
Former President Trump went from federal court to a fundraiser where he stood defiant.
Today we witnessed the most evil and heinous abuse of power in the history of our country.
Just hours before in Miami, he pleaded not guilty to a 37-count indictment alleging he stored highly classified national security documents haphazardly around Mar-a-Lago, showed them to people twice, and concealed them from investigators. The former president shifting attention to President Biden's ongoing classified documents investigation.
Never before have the two standards of justice in our country been more starkly revealed.
Though legal analysts stress that unlike Mr. Biden, Mr. Trump is accused of obstructing efforts to get the documents back. Case Western Reserve School of Law professor Jonathan Adler weighed in.
What really made the difference here in this case with former President Trump is all the conduct that happened after the archives asked for the classified material back. The refusal to turn over material, the moving material around so it would escape discovery, the instructing his attorneys to hide material. Those are the things that appear to have triggered the prosecution here.
Now, again, it is important to note that these charges do not have any impact on Mr. Trump's presidential campaign. In fact, he can indeed run despite federal charges. It was actually when he was in court in his campaign, they sent out a fundraising blast, Dave. So not letting any headlines go to waste.
Yeah. All right. Austin, thank you for bringing us the latest here this morning. And meanwhile, Ohio's Republican Senator J.D. Vance says he's going to put a hold on all Justice Department nominees in response to federal charges being filed against former President Trump. Vance is accusing Attorney General Merrick Garland of using the Justice Department to go after political opponents.
These political appointments are fundamentally the foot soldiers of Merrick Garland's politicization of the FBI. We're going to hold that process up because every single person we give him, it's very clear, even if they're a good person, even if I might vote for them, it's very clear that what they're being used for is to attack Joe Biden's political opponents. We've got to stop it, and we've got to show Merrick Garland there are consequences to using the Department of Justice in this way.
While one senator's hold on nominees can't block their confirmation, it can slow down the process.